Welcome to round 1 of the NFC playoffs and Tecmo Super Bowl III final edition, the full season. And so far we've seen all three of the other games. We've seen the AFC game, Buffalo Bills beat the Colts 24-10, going on to round 2 where they'll be playing the Oakland Raiders. Seattle Seahawks beat Houston Oilers, where they'll be going on to round 2 to play the New England Patriots. In the NFC, we've seen the Carolina Panthers beat the Washington Redskins to move on up. And here we see St. Louis at Dallas. Dallas should have no problems. First, we're going to take a look at the history of these teams in my previous full seasons. Okay, so Season 1, Tecmo Super Bowl on the NES. We've seen the St. Louis Rams came in second place in their division with a 10-6 record, getting the wild card spot. And the Dallas Cowboys had a 9-8-1 record, getting the second place in their division as well. So St. Louis actually had the 4th seed, and Dallas had the 5th seed. Me, as the Packers, I had the 6th seed spot. So, take a look at the playoffs. These two teams played each other in the playoffs, round 1, during Season 1, so it's kind of like a deja vu. St. Louis Rams beat the Cowboys 21-10. I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to have their chance to get their revenge. Rams ended up getting beat by the Giants, so Rams only got, that's all the further they got was round 2. Season 2, Tecmo Super Bowl on the Super NES. The St. Louis Rams came in dead last with a 3-12-1 record. Dallas Cowboys went undefeated with a 16-0 regular season record, giving them the 1st seed spot in the playoffs. Take a look at the NFC. Dallas Cowboys had a bye in round 1. They beat the 49ers at 31-7 in round 2. They beat me as the Packers 35-21 in the NFC Championship. But in the Super Bowl they got blown out 24-0 by the Buffalo Bills. Season 3, which is Tecmo Super Bowl II Special Edition. They won their division again, 12-4 record. And they had the, looks like they had the 3rd seed spot that time. St. Louis Rams came in dead last in their division once again, 3-13. So we go to the playoffs. NFC, the Dallas Cowboys play the New York Giants 35-8. This time, round 2, I got my revenge on the Cowboys, beating them 49-25. I went on to win the Super Bowl. So Dallas, one team. I think they might be the only team, besides me as the Packers, that made the playoffs every single season. Take a look at the AFC team. Well, Buffalo, I think they went. I'm pretty sure the Buffalo Bills made the playoffs every season too. I don't know, it's something I'll look at later on, but anyway. Pretty interesting because now the Dallas Cowboys are going to try getting revenge on the Rams. And I got quite the rivalry with the Cowboys. Played them. They beat me in the Season 2. They beat me in the NFC Championship. I beat them in round 2 of last season. So I seem to play the Dallas Cowboys and the St. Louis Rams all the time in the regular season. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and start the game here. Oh, first I guess we want to take a look at this. St. Louis had 8-8 record. Actually, I think we already did look at that, didn't we? That might have been the last video too, I don't know. Dallas finished with 11-5, so they got the Dallas had 3rd seed spot. Look at the other divisions. I had the 1st seed this time, 14-2 record. Surprisingly, the 49ers came in last place in their division. Usually they always win their division, but it was a surprise that they didn't even make the playoffs, dead last in their division. There we go, computer versus computer. Yeah, we've seen me play against both these teams this season. I beat the Rams 50-14 in week 1. The game against the Cowboys was really good. I played at Dallas. I beat them 49-48. And as I recall, it was a pretty close game all the way through. I would love to see the Rams beat the Cowboys this game, just because the Rams are a lot easier to beat for me. And plus, I really don't like the Cowboys. It's nothing personal against any Cowboy fans, but the Cowboys are just really good in all these Tecmo games, so I kind of developed quite the rival against them. They're always really tough to beat. Seems like I'm always playing against them. Well, that guy did a pretty good job blocking his returning. And look at that ball on the 50. We rarely see that. I talk about that in quite a few videos. There it actually looks like it's, I don't know, it kind of looks like 49-50. But I usually mention that in all the videos how a lot of times they get to the 50-yard line and they'll always say 49. So that 50-yard line must be as narrow as like a piece of thread. Okay. That went a little too far. It looked like it went behind him and caught it with his butt cheeks. Did you see my MLBPA videos, Major League Baseball Players Association full season? You should know that these 16-bit characters are quite talented when it comes to catching things with your butt cheeks. That's cool. Cut down. Or get the touchdown. But safety gets the touchdown. Yeah. Personally, if it was me, I would have cut down because that guy was right on his tail. It seems like when you cut up and down, it slows them down a little bit. Pretty much, a lot of these games do learn the smallest little tips and tricks that help you. I remember playing this game against this one guy I used to work with. He claimed that he was the best at this game, and we ended up playing, and beating him was so easy. But then again, this was like 1999, I'm pretty sure, when we played. And by that time, he probably hadn't played the game in like 6 years, or 4 years, something like that. I still had my Super Nintendo. I still played this game, so I probably had a lot more practice than him. There's so many people out there that play certain games so much that they think they're the best in the world at it. You gotta realize there's hundreds of people out there, thousands, maybe even a million, that play the game just as much as them, if not more. There's always somebody better. I mean, I don't personally know anybody that could beat me in this game, but there's probably millions of people that could that I've never met. Same with the Mario Kart games and so this looking like a pretty tough game here. Dallas should be dominating. Dallas had the 3rd seed spot, division champions, plus home field advantage. The Rams were the 6th seed team, had a 500 record. Still early in the game though. Dallas is probably going to really pour it on thick here and as this game gets going on. Whoops. The good thing is, this time, I'm going to assume that Dallas is going to win this game. So the good thing is, this time, Dallas is going to have to play on my field. Last time it was in their field and it was pretty close. I've noticed home field advantage does seem to make a difference in this game. So Dallas just has everything they need. They got a good quarterback, good running back, good receiver. They got Emmett Smith, and Michael Irvin. Look at that, he's gone. We're close to it. This weekend went way too fast. Of course they are. Oh, look at that. That was dirty. There's no way he could have caught that. He had a bunch of players wrestling with him. He must have caught that with his mouth. Okay, he wasn't even looking. He just turned the other way and he caught that. And let the turnaround begin. Yeah, I knew St. Louis's lead wouldn't last that long. I'm pretty sure that's probably the only touchdown they'll score. They just have to add one lucky play. Okay, that was like a weird tackle. Or a tackle attempt before that. The guy that dove at him totally missed. I hate it when that happens. I mean, I don't hate that it happened to them, but I hate it when it happens to me. I'm diving on a guy and I dive like a 90-degree angle in a completely different direction as him. I mean, how can anybody wide open? I am actually surprised to see that. Made it look pretty easy too. I mean, trying to tackle a guy and all of a sudden instead of diving straight, you make a 90-degree dive to your right. Okay, that's gotta ruin your day. If I was a kicker and I missed the extra point, I'd probably like quit my job and never come back. If I'm not mistaken, I think that happened with Dallas in the game that I played against them. I think they missed the extra point. And that's how I beat them 49-48, I'm pretty sure. If I remember right, I think Dallas had the lead pretty much the whole game, and it was finally at the end. And they're going for a field goal. Right down the middle. And that's going to make the Rams kicker feel even worse. It's not too often you miss an extra point in this game, but there are some cases when your defenseman breaks through the line and tackle a placer before the kicker even gets to the ball. Okay, let's go for a 5-yard screen pass when there's like less than 10 seconds on the clock. That's because that 7 yards we picked up really helps. Okay, let's look at the totals there. Rushing yards for Dallas, 34. Rams only have 17. Dallas has 108 passing yards. Rams only have 87. Dallas has 142 total yards. Rams 104. Dallas is leading on first downs 4-3, but defensively the Rams are leading on sacks and interceptions 3-0, 1-0. Dallas have the time of possession 6:31, Rams 3:29. So it looks like Dallas is fighting harder, but just not kind of struggling. Looks like Dallas is outplaying the Rams. The Rams are getting lucky, but usually that turns around. I'm actually surprised last game it didn't. Look like Houston outplayed Seattle. Seattle still won, so I have a feeling Dallas is going to turn this around and probably score a few touchdowns by the end of the game. The Rams, I think their scoring is pretty much over with. I'd like to be proven wrong, but it's just usually the way Dallas always is in these games. Yeah, everybody was covered. I wonder why sometimes they don't finish off saying incomplete. Game glitch. That was a fail. That looked like he threw it to the wrong team. Yeah, let the struggling begin for the Rams. First half is usually pretty unpredictable. Usually by the fourth quarter you can tell who's going to win, because the team that's going to end up winning the game usually starts doing pretty good in the fourth. Looks like they're playing on artificial turf. You can actually tell the difference between grass and turf in this game. That would explain why there's no rain. I want to see at least one rain game before we get to finish the season. We did not see any at all in this game. And he's gone. Saw that one coming. Okay, I can finish him off once and for all next round. See how many times I actually played against the Dallas Cowboys in the previous seasons. Actually, I'll take a look at how many times I played both these teams. Season 1 I played the Rams. Week 5 I beat them in overtime 38-35. Actually, I'm trying to find the Cowboys here. Okay, I beat the Cowboys first season too, 35-17. I actually played the Rams and Cowboys back to back, week 5 and 6. Season 2. I beat the Rams 83-7. And Dallas Cowboys, they actually beat me 28-21. They also beat me that season. That season in the playoffs. Next season, I beat the Rams 32-6. Okay, and then Dallas Cowboys played I've seen the Cowboys play the Giants that season. The Giants beat them 28-17. So I played the Rams every single season. And I've already mentioned that this season I beat the Rams week 1, 50-14, and I beat the Cowboys 49-48. So every single season we've seen me play against the Rams, me as the Packers. It seems like I play against both these teams a lot. Yeah, see, it's fourth quarter. Where Dallas is going to probably start piling on the points. So the Dallas Cowboys are going to get their revenge on the Rams for knocking them out of the playoffs in Season 1. And there it is. See, this game's pretty predictable when you've played it so many years. Oh. See, now that, if you miss the extra point that way, you can't blame the kicker. It's not quite as embarrassing. Just one of their guys got through and blocked it. But the Rams have to score at least one touchdown and a field goal just to tie it up. And so far they haven't gotten a touchdown this half. I don't think they're going to get one either. Especially if they're going to keep trying running plays. And now they're going to annoy us with all their timeouts. I don't know why they can't just take a timeout on the field. You can actually take a timeout on the field by pressing the start button on the controller right when you get tackled. So like right now you can press start and take a timeout, but instead they got to sit there and wait. I mean, why couldn't they just do that on the field? Sometimes they do. You'll hear it makes a certain chime. And poor Rams go through all that work getting as close to the end zone as they can, and Dallas just won't let them do anything. So now they'll let the Rams get close enough and then they'll let them fail at the last second. Now it'll probably be intercepted or Now, how predictable was that? I just had a feeling. It's going to say intercepted, or else it'd be 4th down and they'd go for it on 4th down and not make it, but... And he's gone again. Or not. I think Dallas is going to be putting the game away right here. Go home, St. Louis, your season's over. Cowboys are on their way to Green Bay to face me. See, one problem about this game is I only seem to get first seed, and the worst thing about that is I gotta wait through 7 playoff games before I play, because I usually always record whenever I play video games. I usually always recording them because it's just, I don't know why, it's just something I like doing. So if I'm not recording them on YouTube, I'm recording them on VHS tape, so I still like to show all the games. Seconds left. 30-13 for the final. Look at the numbers. Dallas out-rushed Rams 193 to 66. Rams out-passed them 190 to 138, but Dallas had overall yards 351 to 256. Led in first downs 11 to 8. Led in sacks 4 to 3. Interceptions tied at 1, fumbles 0. Dallas led in time of possession 10-28 to 9-32. So take a look at round 2, and this is what we see. We see the Buffalo Bills at Oakland Raiders, Seattle Seahawks at New England Patriots, and NFC we're going to see, first we're going to see Buffalo at Oakland. Next game we'll see will be Carolina at Atlanta. We're going to see Seattle at New England, and Dallas at Green Bay. So that's the order of the games we're going to see for round 2. But before we go into the playoffs, we're going to do a hockey game, which I plan on doing yet today. And after I do upload my my 2 football games and hockey game, I'm going to upload them before moving on to the next games, which would be the AFC Championship. And, well, I guess I should say the Conference Championship, because AFC and NFC game will be played at the same time, so hope you enjoyed the game. And go ahead and take a look at the divisions first. Buffalo and Oakland. Buffalo Bills 10-6 record, wild card team. Oakland Raiders 11-5, division champions. So the Raiders do have the upper hand there, plus home field advantage. The other AFC game, we see Seattle at New England. Seattle 9-7 record for the Seahawks. Patriots 13-3, so the Patriots should win that game, no problem. Over here in the NFC, Green Bay and Dallas. Green Bay Packers 14-2. I will be controlling the Packers, of course, as I always do. Dallas Cowboys 11-5, both division champions. But I beat the Cowboys last game in Dallas. I'm pretty confident I should beat them this game, but no guarantees. You never know what could happen. We got Atlanta and Carolina interdivision game. Atlanta Falcons won the division. Carolina second place. Look at the record difference though. 12-4, 8-8. Atlanta should have that game no problem. Then again, look at Carolina. They beat the Washington Redskins, and look at the Redskins had a 10-6 record. Although Carolina had home field advantage, which they should not have. See, we've seen the first game, Buffalo at Indianapolis, or yeah, it was Buffalo at Indianapolis. It should have been Indianapolis at Buffalo. And over here we've seen Washington at Carolina. It should have been Carolina at Washington. That's a glitch in the game, or a design flaw. The first game of round 1 for both the AFC and NFC, they give the wrong team home field advantage. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the game. I'll see you in the next video, which will be hockey.